The leadership and legacy of Frank S. Land. World War I began in 1914 with the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary. On April 6, 1917, the U.S. entered the war by declaring war on Germany and began mobilizing U.S. troops. The first troops arrived in France on June 25, 1917. The war was very costly financially, and with the loss of human lives. The loss of these brave men took a huge toll on the families they left behind. Widows are left to raise fatherless children. Sons are left to be head of the household, without the wisdom and guidance of a father or a male mentor. Lewis G. Lower was one of those boys. After the death of his father, he looked for work to help support his family. Frank S. Land, a businessman from Kansas City, Missouri, stepped in and offered Lewis Lower a job. Quickly, a group of 9 boys befriended Mr. Land. They made his office their headquarters, and he counseled them through their problems, and they listened to his stories of famous heroes in history. The boys began to affectionately call him Dad. Frank S. Land was also a Mason. He believed that young men who had courage and ability, were clean living, right-minded, loved their parents, respected elders, and believed in God should exemplify these qualities at all times. On February 19, 1919, he approached the boys about forming a club for young boys and meeting at the Masonic Temple. When they met up to come up with a name for the group, Frank S. Land told them a story of the martyr hero Jacques DeMolay, the last leader of the Templar Knights. The boys were moved by the loyalty and honor of Jacques DeMolay to his friends and fellow knights and his refusal to betray them. They decided to name their club the DeMolay Council, after the famous French martyr who had shown extreme courage to protect his comrades through being tortured and persecuted. On March 24, 1919, Frank S. Land swore in the 9 charter members of the DeMolay. DeMolay set up a network for the young men. If they were ever in trouble, they should seek out their chapter dad or a chapter dad of another chapter. DeMolay are assured that they will not be humiliated and they will be given counsel and aid. What a boy tells his dad will be kept absolutely confidential and he can be trusted. If they are in financial need, their chapter dad will provide assistance. DeMolay is an organization dedicated to preparing young men to lead successful, happy, and productive lives. Basing its approach on timeless principles and practical hands-on experience, DeMolay helps young men by developing the civic awareness, personal responsibility, and leadership skills vitally needed in society today. DeMolay achieves this mission with a fun approach that builds important bonds of friendship among members.
The principles that DeMolay teaches, filial love, reverence for sacred things, courtesy, comradeship, fidelity, patriotism, all of those are values that every person should cling to and try to live them in their daily lives. DeMolay teaches those values to young men, and hopefully they will learn to pass those virtues on to their children and to their grandchildren when they get older.
DeMolay teaches some basic fundamentals for young men to learn and to be reinforced as they grow up through their teenage years. One is the love of God, love of country, and the love of family. And through our pretty much our transactions with each other or our connections with each other, always reinforces that and reminds us of our duties as good sons and good citizens and good brothers.
It's a brotherhood, and like you can go there if you're having problems at home. You can go there and you can connect with peers your age, with young men your age, and just get away from the problems that you may be having at home or at school, and actually talk about it. It's just a big brotherhood that everybody connects.
My uncle is a dad. My dad, he's not like your literally dad, but he's like, just like your teacher. Like, she's one of those representatives for DeMolay, because my uncle is a DeMolay as well when he was 12, I think. And he had good memories that he wanted to share with me.
I have friends that I met when I joined DeMolay in 1969 that now in 2015 I still communicate with, scattered all over the country. So it's been an interesting time.
To join the Order of DeMolay, you must be at least 12 years old and younger than 21, believe in God, and strive to be a good person. DeMolay has annual camps for DeMolay leaders to hone their teamwork, team building, and leadership skills. DeMolay awards members for excellence in pursuing education, reading, self-expression, nature interests, life work, health and physical fitness, manual skill, religious ideals, chapter loyalty, and citizenship. DeMolay alumni include Walt Disney, John Wayne, Walter Cronkite, Football Hall of Famer Fran Tarkenton, John Steinbeck, Willard Scott, Neil Armstrong, William Jefferson Clinton, Mel Blanc, and many others. Each has spoken passionately and eloquently about the life-changing benefits they have gained from their involvement in DeMolay. Today, there are more than 1,000 chapters of DeMolay located in every state in the U.S. and in numerous countries around the world.
It's really grown into a worldwide organization that this man just had a vision for, and it's carried on ever since.
The leadership of Frank S. Land established DeMolay, and his legacy continues to provide young men 12 through 21 character building, leadership training, and life skills development.
Chivalry's alive and well, and goodness still abounds, where integrity and friendship and loyalty is found, where leaders of tomorrow teach the goodness of today. And I'm proud to tell the whole world I'm living DeMolay.